Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I find no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a Dalude. I on the floor on my tongue. Thinking this is warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink, they gon' pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, come me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks, you use Decepticons. Straight rappers to the streets like Cobra. 80s they can float, they like up in the sword and I'm He-Man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man, I take a beating. Ninja Turtle rap, turtle clans get defeated. High in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad, when I go and show up, you can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What's up? What is this? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is this mess? What is going on, everybody? It's your man Dre Mac coming to you again. I might need to just take this off. It's your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show, and of course, is everybody's favorite day, Dre Day, and everybody celebrates. Bump, 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 yeah, bump, bump. Yes, today is my birthday. So thank you for all the guys who shouted out my birthday. I haven't got to a lot of people that have been hitting me up on like Facebook or anything, and I'm going to get to that, but I was most definitely watching this episode of Peacemaker, and I wanted to make sure that I got to that because last week I didn't do the show. So, you know, most definitely I wanted to make sure that I get to at least this episode. You know what I mean? So So hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel. We're about to get this thing started. The real question is,
Say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
all right. And now normally I don't be doing the whole thing, but I know some people, if you wanna, you know, donate or whatever, for a brother birthday, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why that's not scrolling like a ticker, but you most definitely can I'm gonna just leave that there. I mean, this is just, it doesn't want to scroll. I don't know why it's not. It says it doesn't want to scroll. You know what? Hold on. Hold up. Because yeah. Oh my god, I can't spell or type. Ugh. All right, can we do this one? There we go. So normally, because if someone wants to donate to a brother directly, you most definitely can hit up the Cash App on there. Normally I don't ask for nothing. So, you know what I mean? Because I just appreciate you guys coming in and hanging with me in the mornings. You know what I mean? And just showing a brother some love, man. Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes this is hard. Sometimes it's hard. Not necessarily the the show is getting up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's getting up. You know what I mean? So shout out to Q is not a robot becoming a member. I thought you was already a member. Maybe they had to get a membership again. But thank you so very much for being a member of the Dre Max Show, man. I really appreciate it. Matter of fact, let me see. You know what? I haven't did this mug in a minute, so let me shout you out real quick. All right, appreciate you. Q is not a robot. Oh, that's what it was. All righty, all right. Hold on. So I don't want to turn this up too much in my headphones. All right. Let me shout out to everybody who is in here. Junior Network, thank you. Thank you for the birthday shout out. Thank you. And good morning. Marley Mara, thank you so very much for the birthday shout out. Wavy, thanks. Good morning. Thank you for the birthday shout out. He says cracking like Chap Bliss. Miss Roberta, the church IT. Good morning. Andre Ware, thank you for the birthday shout out. And I told you, Sharita, did you do what I told you to do? Did you go get that biscuit? Warm, hot, fresh biscuit. You know what I mean? Maybe Bisquick. You know what I'm saying? Or the Pillsbury. With my man rubbing his tummy going, You know what I'm saying? Did you put the butter in the middle of that hot, steamy biscuit? And then afterwards, make sure to put a little bit of jelly right in there. I mean, smooth that jelly up in there. Smooth the jelly in there. And then you fold the flat back, flap it. And then you just give it a little squish. Just not a lot. Little squish. And then you drizzle it with that honey. Did you do that? That's all I want to know. With your eggs and whatever, your pancakes, your juice, your coffee. I want to know. That's what I'm here for. Toria Ray Reloaded. Good morning. Something is wrong with me. Toria Ray Reloaded. Good morning. Sharita, thank you again for the birthday shout. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I'm sorry, Mika, I won't. Johnny Rastafari, good morning, and thank you guys for the birthday shout out. Speaking of which, Mika G, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The head is not big, it's just large because I'm in charge. DeAndre Mosley, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And Q, thank you so very much for the birthday shout. Thank you. Miss Roberta, thank you for the birthday shout out. Kiana, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Uh, what are you doing for your birthday? Entertaining you guys this morning and then going to work since somebody leapfrogged me so they can have the day off instead of me. And they better be glad. They better be glad that I'm not a violent person or anything like that. Hit them with a steel chair. You know what I'm saying? While they bent over, stone cold stun them. You know what I'm saying? Talk a little trash. You know what I'm saying? Then put them in a Texas, clover leaf. They better be glad I don't operate like that. But I would, because it's my day. And Trey Day, we're going to celebrate. So I'm going to work. That's what I'm doing because I couldn't get the day off. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, what's up, Six of Truth? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. He said the OG super chat is the only one I recognize. You stupid. Let me see. Thank you, Kiana. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And tell my baby Keeks I said thank you also, even though I sent her a text back, but appreciate it. The big back cry. See? Appreciate it, DeAndre Mosley. Thank you. Buttermilk biscuits. I do. I have a lot on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. I'm not petty. I'm not Paquito, but I'm not petty. Oh man, J. Carter, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I didn't like the ending. What I'm ready for Peacemaker due to that ending. I hold up. Who the guy who said he trusts me is Earth X? Man, he was right. And I told you after I read everything, I watched some videos about Earth X. I was like, oh snap, son. Earth X is wild. And yeah, man, I think what Adebayo went through is every black person's worst fear. You know what I mean? Being chased. I'm sorry. One of my worst fears is drowning, because I can't swim, and until I become Aquaman or a dolphin, you're not getting me in no water trying to swim nothing. You know what I'm saying? So no, and being chased by a group of white people, and you're the only black. I'm sorry, that's probably every black person's fear, especially the history of our country. So, Prince said, "Oh my God, thank you so very much for the for the $50 super chat. That is amazing. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate. I don't really ask for that. Y'all not gonna get me in my feelings this morning. Y'all not gonna do it. But Priscilla, thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, I don't even do I. I mean, what do I got? What do I got that could top that? You know what I got?
Taste the biscuit.
Thank you.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much, Rosetta. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man, okay. Man, I got some quick feet. That's just too many. That's not because Nah, I probably would fight because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, even though I'm getting old, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be over here with the Mall Walker threes on. You know what I'm saying? Hitting up Denny's, seeing if you got that senior discount. Can a brother get? You know what I'm saying? That senior discount. Mm. Wouldn't mind having some gluten-free pancakes. Thank you. Give me that coffee. Uh, with my senior discount. Going to the movies, senior discount. Oh man, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, I'm always praying for you, though. I'm always praying for you because that is no good. I just came for being sick. So, yeah, you are in my prayers most definitely. But before we get into Peacemaker, I still want to shout you guys out because again, you guys are freaking amazing. I was about to really cuss, and Miss Roberta was like, I don't care if it is your day. I ain't trying to hear all that. So let me shout you guys out because again, you guys are flipping amazing, man. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's go. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you know you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that been holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. And again, thank you so very much to all of the magnificent crew. Man, y'all got a brother in his feelings this morning. I'm not gonna lie. Miss Roberta came in with a $50 super. Y'all gonna have a brother. Y'all not gonna have a brother. It's too. I'm not gonna be crying this morning now. Man, thank you so very much, Miss Roberta. And a lot of you, I mean, the people who's been riding with me, like seriously, and that's always donated, always gave me encouraging words outside of YouTube. You know, I appreciate y'all have no idea. Seriously. It especially, like I said, I'm very transparent with you guys. But I'm not gonna lie, life has been really lifing and like in real life. Now, I don't try to show it on here because I come on this show to entertain you guys, to have fun, talk real subjects and stuff like that. You know what I mean? To do our breakdowns. But man, over being sick and you know, just being honest with you, my gluten allergy, because it's the first time I've ever had a food allergy, and how much it takes a toll on me once I do get, like, if I have the wrong season, if seasoning is not gluten free, I get really sick, y'all. Like, not even joking. Like, the stomach swells up. I can't. I'm constantly using the bathroom because your stomach swelling up, and that air gets on your bladder and you constantly peeing, and you got to walk something off, all of that, and I'm constantly in pain because my stomach is cramping and stuff like that. Is difficult. And then just with life in general right now has been you know what I mean, where you have to sit down and reevaluate, you know, just life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing some just, how can I say this? I've been doing a lot of reevaluating on my life and all of that, man. What do I want to do, man? Because Not saying that I, like, how can I say this? Before we get into this, I didn't want to get deep, but I got, like I said, without getting into too much about business, I'm sitting around and I'm looking, I'm like, there's so much stuff that I want to do. And, you know, you can't take life for granted. So, you know, I was going through a financial, crunch for a while and, spending extra money so that I did not have so I could buy a new camera so I could start filming my video and and dealing with just family and life and kind of where I'm at, at my age and am I where I'm supposed to be? Not saying that I'm not because I know that I'm supposed to be here with you guys. That's not it. Because, you know, I know and I don't think it hit me as much until like the other day when I really sat down. Like what I'm supposed to be doing in my life is with you guys. Like seriously. I really believe like entertaining you guys and having fun and exposing different things and stuff like that and all of that. And I'm like, how can I make it better? You know, um, how can, I be able to put up the best product for you guys? Because, yeah, the taste of business is going to get old after a while. So what's the next thing? What's the next thing to make you guys laugh? What's the next thing that I could do to brighten up your day? You know, I used to look at my numbers and be like, man, my videos is not doing that well, and why can't I do this? And why is it not doing this? And then I thought about this. I said, I get to entertain you guys at 7:30 my time in the morning, and you guys constantly show up and show out. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Why am I being so hard on myself? Especially when you do this live. Most people can't do this live. They got a team of creators that's doing their editing. They're doing they might write their script and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But all the back end stuff, they got a team with them. And I'm like, I want to do it differently. I want to do it live. I want to show these people. I want to have fun. I want these people to come in and, if I could just get your day started by something I said, something that I, you know, feel like deeply in my heart that can make you guys just like have a better day for yourself. That's what I do. So I appreciate, people like D Stizzle and a lot of guys who, Miss Roberta, Princess. I'm talking about the people who's been with me when literally I was just now getting started, and all of that. And sometimes, like I said, when I get sick like that, I'm scared. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a little scared because I don't want today to be my last day and I don't tell you guys that I love you and I don't tell you how much that I look forward to seeing you guys every morning. You know what I mean? And that's from the bottom of my heart. This is no jokes, no sympathy, no nothing. This is me because this is what I know that I want to do. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? From me being on TMZ all the way to like I create my own show. And you guys show up for me, man. So I appreciate you guys, like seriously. But I done been too sappy enough. Miss Roberta deserves. I know what she deserves.
Gang bang, gang bang, gang bang.
You are truly amazing.
Gang
Thank you for your super chat.
Gang bang, gang bang.
And again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Goddess Jamila, thank you, thank you, thank you. For the $9.99 super sticker. I really appreciate you. And Presetta, take it easy. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you because I know how it feels. But Goddess Jamila, let me make sure. You know what? Mika ain't gonna appreciate this, but I will. Super chat body roll. I love when I could be able to pull out the body roll. Oh man, John the Baptist, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Taste of biscuits would never get because there's a lot of butter biscuit eating people out here. I think Tina Bintigasm, shout out to her too. Um, she hit me up about Stephen A. Smith, and man, he don't know whether to eat the biscuits or not. You know what I mean? But yeah, uh, yeah, and I appreciate that. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Already know I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Six of Truth, and I knew you would like that. Got it, Shamil. I knew you would like a good body roll. But you know what you know what I need? Just real quick, if y'all don't mind, we need to take a commercial break because you already know I'll be right back with more of the Dre Max Show.
Knight Rider will continue in a moment.
Them biscuits I smell, Mom.
That's my Hungry Jack.
Tommy takes one of them. Them my biscuit. Them my biscuit.
Switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Does a 10-pound bag of flour make a really big biscuit?
And if y'all ain't noticing, oh, we playing Knight Rider in the background. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Just drop it, biscuit, murder my biscuit. All right. Let's get this thing started. Let's get to episode 6. Now, I didn't do episode 5 because I was sick, so I didn't really get to that. Creasha Kate, thank you so very much for the birthday shout out. Appreciate you. I didn't get to episode 5 because again I was sick that day, or actually for 2 days. But where'd it go? Oh yeah, I'm right there. I'm tripping. But so episode 5 was basically the setup. This where Chris basically was like, hey, what, you know, he was trying to figure out like what he really wanted to do as far as, does he want to be in this dimension? Does he not want to be in this dimension? Really, what does he want to do? You know, where is he at as far as like, you know, what he feels about himself in his original universe. So what he did, you know, was basically try to see if Hardcore was going to give him Hardcourt, because she corrected it. Hardcourt was going to give him the information that he needs to say, hey, you know, I really did feel something. And he went into this other universe to feel, basically. Professor Film Fan, good morning. You know, to feel something, to say, hey, you know, I'm getting love over here. Everybody hates me over here. You know why? Like, basically why? And, you know, he uses Dimensional Rift to go back to this place, you know, destroyed the door, left the device there, you know, and basically went on to try to live this other life somewhere else. You know what I mean? And For him, he thought he was doing the right thing. But we all know that was going to be, it was going to be trouble. It was going to be trouble. And we have now confirmed this is most definitely Earth X. Matter of fact, even this scene at the beginning of the movie, I mean, everybody is white. There ain't no black cook back there. There ain't no nothing. Hold up. Hold on. Let me shout this out. I just got a $10 cash app. How do you Janeba? Is that Janeba Sanders? Is that how you pronounce it? Thank you so very much. Because I don't want to ruin it, but I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably said it wrong. But thank you so very much for the $10 cash out for the birthday love. Thank you. Professor Phil fam, thank you so very much. So that's what it was, a clue. I'm like, there's nobody black here. I was like, yep, we most definitely in Earth X. I mean, I knew about that in the Sons of Liberty episode. When you go back and you look at that episode and you see all those people that was cheering for him and all of that stuff, you like, wait a minute, hold up. There's no black people, there's no Asian people, there's no Middle Eastern people, there's nobody, just white folks. This would be a certain demographics euphoria that's in real life right now. They would love to be in Earth X. Where's GI Robot when you need them though? You know what I mean? But yeah, so you open up. This is after the kaiju fight, and in the last episode, you had the kaiju fight that when Chris goes back in there and he feels like a hardcore dissed him, because he's not reading the room. Because let's be real, Chris is an idiot at certain times. He sees stuff, but he doesn't get it because I believe he's just a little over emotional. So he doesn't get it. I mean, at the end of the episode, I'm not going to lie, I felt bad for Vigilante was really crying at the end of that. That end of that episode 5 was really, really sad. And I was going to try to do something. I was going to try to do something, but I was like, when you look at that episode, you're like, dang. Like I said, I really felt bad for Chris. I mean, not for Chris, for Vigilante in that episode, man. I really was really crying. I really felt bad. You know what I mean? So yeah, so this is the aftermath of that. Even basically wrote like a S aside, because I don't think you can say that on YouTube. Like note saying he was basically never coming back, about to go live the perfect life. Bye. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Earth X is, I mean, Halloween. I was like, what? Who is that? You know what I mean? It was. So they open up, and then I love this scene because the melting faces, knowing, especially if you look at Robert Patrick's face, which is Augie's face, he looks like the devil. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this kid looks creepy on the far right too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was bad. Yeah, Jada said he didn't get into the to hardcore sense. So I just looking at that, looking at the area, in the office and all of that. It's just nobody, even in some of the middle of America towns that I've been through. You know what I mean? I've seen at least, a few, black people or Hispanic people or something. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You said no British invasion. I think the Brits kicked them out. I let them. I believe the events have, because if you look at for what I was looking at from the Earth X story, is that basically, Nazi Germany won in World War II. So that's how we got, so slavery was still a thing or whatever. They probably just kicked out all the black people. That's what it sounds like. they kicked out all the black people and all the Asians and all the the Hispanics, the Mexicans. They kicked out everybody and had a euphoria of nothing but a white nation. You know what I'm saying? By hook or crook. You know what I mean? So obviously they seen black people, and we'll get to that part towards the end. But yeah, you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, they will love this. And then we're gonna skip the intro because nothing has changed. The informant media, that membership for 5 months, man, I appreciate it. Theory, Peacemaker dad swap, and that's the real one. Hey, look, real talk. That's what I'm thinking. I thought that too as a theory. I was like, Augie was really racist. Like, really, 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 really racist. So it wouldn't surprise me if those Augie switch places. It wouldn't surprise me if they switch places. And the original Augie wasn't probably that bad. You know what I'm saying? Probably wasn't as bad as this, as the just racist Augie. So it wouldn't surprise me if they swap places and that's the one that was killed. You know what I mean? It wouldn't surprise me because of the tech and everything. There's something there because even Chris said that Augie had a 5th grade education or something like that. He was like, he didn't make none of that. So, you know what I mean? So I know good and well he didn't make that. You know what I'm saying? I know good and well he didn't make that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I do believe that. So who's the Superman actor of Earth X? It would make more sense because it's Corn Sweat. Corn Sweat, of course, was, spoiler, he was what was he was in Superman? What did they call Ultraman? It was Ultraman and Superman. Basically, he was a clone of Superman. And then since he got sucked in that black hole, wouldn't surprise me if he's Bizarro in a future movie. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So it wouldn't surprise me because what James Gunn said a long time ago was that people that show up in the movies can show up in the cartoons, can show up in the TV shows. So, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was waiting for this episode. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I like episode 5. It was very hard. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of almost, teared up when Vigilante was crying, because Vigilante was crying hard. He was crying hard. But, I kind of felt bad for him because it showed real emotion. Everybody showed emotion that, Chris was really grown. That means they really care about Chris. Hardcore, really cares about Chris. She's one of those type of people that has the wall. She has the wall built up so much that it's hard. She feels if she breaks it, she's so vulnerable to being hurt again. You know what I mean? So that's what I believe. But he chose to stay at the racist world though. Ain't that make him the same? Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I want to see how this plays out. You know what I mean? But yes, he has been evil since T2. And the flag rolled up was a dead giveaway. That was a dead giveaway. After a while, I'm like, I just didn't know what Earth X was until I watched that hour and a half, hour and a half long video that broke down every single comic. Man. But they go to, so we open up the episode, of course, with the situation that happened with Chris. But also the 11th Street gang going to Vigilante's house, and we meet his mom, for the first time. He's cussing his mom out. She's super duper nice, though. Super duper nice, meeting all of his friends. Like, she never met his friends. He's going to a secret room, but she won't stop talking. He kept, telling her, Miss Roberta, I know that she was clutching her pearls. You know what I'm saying? All the F-bombs and stuff like that he was throwing at his mama. Like, get out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, remember Chris? So, the reason why Chris is kind of the way he is, and he's trying to find love in all the wrong places, honestly, is the fact that he killed not only his brother, but his dad also. Then he killed his alternate self. So he has not only killed himself, he killed everybody that was close to him, even including himself. But yeah, this scene was hilarious. This is what I'm talking about. When you can mix humor in even these particular situations, this was dope. And you think it's going to be Tyler Hoechlin from, what is it? Not Lois and Clark. I mean, is it Lois and Superman? So, oh, you're talking about Vigilante's dad? I think he is. I'm just be honest. Thank you, Pam, Sister Pam. Thank you so very much for the birthday shout out. But I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the first time we really heard the backstory of his parents. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, I mean, his dad is not in this one, so I'm not really for sure. Not really for sure. But yeah, he basically told his mama that him and Hardcore was dating, but he broke up with her because she was slutty or whatever. And Hardcore's face through that whole thing was hilarious. It was hilarious. And Vigilante or Dad stop playing with me. Don't hold up. Don't do that. Don't you do that. Hold up. Let me make my screen big so you will know who we rock with. You know what I'm saying around here. You know who we rock. You know who we hold up. Do you know who we rock with around here? This is who we rock with around here. Damn, you dusty. Gotta put you back because you are super dusty. There you go. Yeah, look this way. There you go. Yeah. Deadpool all day, baby. Let's go. Let's freaking go. All right, back to the regular schedule program. All right. So, and I just got that Batman Superman comic. So yeah. Issue number 1. Yeah. Oh, anyway, let's get back to this. So, like I said, this was hilarious. Now, my man got I know it's all dusty. My hands all dusty. Oh, dust bucket. Yeah, I gotta wipe. That was dope. Miss Roberta gonna kick me off the stream if I say that. Because I was about to say something very, very inappropriate. Anyway, so we get to Vigilante stat. Vigilante got millions and millions of dollars stacked in stacks of booger sugar, the China white, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you need. And it was like, this is millions of dollars. Like, we're not gonna use that. That's blood money. I'm not gonna use that. And they start taking the money. I'm not gonna lie. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I was laughing. You know what I'm saying? Through that whole thing. And then this Beanie Baby collection. Which shout out to him for even still having Beanie Babies. But this dude got stacks of cash everywhere. That is millions of dollars of cash. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was dope. But it was fun. This shows the intelligence of Adebayo, because she literally watched Chris do it and remembered it by memory. And also Vigilante for paying so much attention that he got Chris's code. So they end up getting blown with the booger sugar, with the old snowman. You know what I'm saying? The ice cream man. You know what I'm saying? All of that. She said it was. No, she didn't. Don't do that to Miss Roberta. She gonna like, all right. She gonna take off that shoe and get you. You know what I'm saying? She was like, don't be lying don't be lying on me. So they go into the dimensional rift. Beauty and brains, absolutely. See, look, told you. She don't be playing. She said the devil is an entire liar and a deceiver. Earth X was in Arrowverse. It really was. I think the Supergirl was in it. Reverse Flash, Green Arrow was in that. So yeah. All right, keep saying she said wavy thing. She gonna come get you. You know. So they asked John to hack. They did look like Tony Montana. I mean, they got booger sugar all over your back, all of that. I guess this was what Miss Roberta was saying. My eye booger was looking like, because it just had it. Just clean yourself up, buddy. So I love you, but you need to clean that booger out your eye. And then see who's this page of me and why. It's from the barber shop. It was in the gamble spot and knew the intricate plot. Well, anyway, so Biggie ain't in this universe. Tupac ain't in this universe. This universe sucks. So we get this scene where Rick Flag is trying to figure out what he wants to do, you know, to try to get Peacemaker back, all of that. And my man Tim Meadows, he was like, we need to think. And he sat down and was thinking with him. He's like, are you serious? Are you saying? I love him. You know who I would love? I just thought about this. This is the honest to God's truth. If they do another I don't want them to go straight to Last Ronin. I wish they would do literally a follow up to TMNT, the 1990 movie. Do a follow up from that. That's disassociated from Secret of the Ooze, even though it was like a few days later or within the week or whatever. But I would love for Tim Meadows to play Baxter Stockman. I think just his look, all of that, it just, hold up, wait a minute, because I got to give you, hold on. You'll understand why I'm saying this. Because he looks like Baxter Stockman for the original comics. Yes, original black comic Baxter Stockman. Hold on. Tell me Tim Meadows don't look like that right now. Not that one. Not that one, because they changed the black characters to white characters in the cartoon. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold up, y'all. What is this? They literally race swapped him. But trying to tell me Tim Meadows could not be that. I'm trying to tell you, that would be awesome. That most definitely would be awesome. Hold on. Oh my God, how many of these do I have up? Let me get that out of there. Hold on, because now I got to try to find where I'm at. There we go. All right, I got way too much going on. I need to clear some of my tabs out. All right, now y'all seen that, and then tell me he wouldn't be Baxter Stockman. I'm trying to tell you, Tim Meadows is awesome in this show. So basically, Rick Flag Jr. gets out, and he made a phone call to Belle Reese. So now they're trying to figure out, now that they have a way to get into this other dimension. They go into the other dimension. They figure out, like, first of all, this is weird. It's crazy because Harcourt got to see a version of herself with Chris and they're just walking around these people's house. These people ain't never at home. They're just walking around these people's house or whatever. So his brother comes in, and she tells him she took a dump in the room. And he was like, I thought you was with Chris. It was like, well, I was, but basically she has to come back and, and go get this snow globe or whatever. Snow, and she let him know, that's the last thing my mother gave him. You gave a 2-year-old a snow globe before you died. Okay. Yeah. So he wanted to bring it back to the office, but she made it seem like Chris gave it to her. So what I noticed was they never wanted Adebayo to they was basically setting her up to go out by herself because Economos didn't want to do it. Vigilante was too busy trying to look for his alternate self. Too bad. You know what I'm saying? Where she was like, you were literally crying in my arms over Chris. She's like, no, I wasn't. You were crying, you big baby. You know what I'm saying? But he was just too busy to go look for his alternate self. So that's what he went to go do. So he wakes up, after a little smash and grab. You know what I'm saying? He wakes up to this version of hardcore. So DCU hardcore is riding with Chris's brother, and she started noticing it's a little white around here. It's very, very, very white. Very, very white around here. So that's when they got to start talking about the songs at Halloween and how Mick Jagger in this universe was a part of the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? It was, it was wild. Oh yeah, I think he did say Dad's alive, but he did it so funny. I wasn't paying it. I ain't gonna lie. I was laughing, probably didn't hear it, but he started to notice something. He know good and well he's not supposed to be here. You know what I mean? Vigilante is hilarious. Just the way he walks. This dude is so hilarious. I did not know he was British. He plays his voice so well. I did not know the actor was actually a Brit. You know what I mean? This is just awesome. The way he hid in the tree or whatever, it was funny. So Chris goes on the peace cycle to go over there. All he said is Dad's not gay. Is that what he said? Maybe. Okay. All right. So he goes in. Hardcore comes in. The dog starts going up because they found, she has that cocaine. I'm sorry, the sugar-free gum. All over her jacket. Decode Games. Good morning. So I'm gonna turn on the closed captioning when Vigilante gets to his house. So it was like, hey, what are you doing with her? And this was protocol, all of that. So he goes up and he's freaking out at all the squirrels that's in there. Matter of fact, let me turn the closed caption on real quick. All right. So let's see what we got. So, of course, I'm going to stop it, start it, because copyrights. And he was just bugging out. He said his dad's not gay in his universe. Talking about his dad in that car scene. God, I got to go back and watch that. But Peacemaker and Vigilante was talking about dads in the car scene. Got you. But it was just talking about, did I make you, it's supposed to be a snake, not a dragon? So, I mean, he was just having too much fun, you know what I'm saying, with the cats, everything that he was seeing in this universe. I mean, he was literally having the time of his life. He was like, what? There's supposed to be 3. Why are there 6? And he's just cracking up. He was like, what do 6 cats have? What do 6 cats have to talk about? Hilarious. Like, he was literally looking at the Cheerios, and Cheerios are spelt wrong in this universe. Yeah, he was I ain't gonna lie, Professor Film Fam, he made this episode. This was his this was his episode to shine. So he was like, it spelled wrong. It was like, I'm keeping this. Like, you're literally taking stuff from alternate universes. You know what I'm saying? It was like, and what's crazy, even though it's just a multiverse, with them being in there, it doesn't destroy the timeline or anything like that, or a lot of the wibbly wobbly goo that was, that started to convolute a lot of the MCU. Hold on, wait a minute. It was like, I'm keeping that, and then I think this where he walks past his dad and his mom. They're over there watching TV. She's knitting. He starts laughing. He says, "My dad's not gay here." Thank you. Q the robot. Q is not a robot. He hit it on the money. All right. He said, "My dad's not gay here." And he was just having a good time. Found out his key works down here. He finds the other vigilante. They start having the Spider-Man meme. He was like, "Oh, Spider-Man meme." So they know who Spider-Man is in this universe. So this was the thing. And I knew that they were setting up for this when she was like, "What are we supposed to do?" And they found Eagly in there, and Eagly is wasn't the baloney. So, they go in and clean up. But this was the cameo everybody was waiting on. My man Lex Luthor, is with General Flag. And General Flag basically had to go and ask Lex for his help. Now, Nicholas Hoult, I don't know if you noticed in this episode, but Nicholas Holt's version of Lex Luthor now, after the events of Superman, sounds more like the Superman animated version. This is just my personal opinion. Make sure to chime in on this, especially if you're watching this on a replay. Which somebody will probably timestamp. It was like, all this happy stuff is happening later. But he sounds like a mix between the Lex Luthor for the animated series. You know what I'm saying? The Superman Adventures. Yeah. Oh, no, that's Justice League Unlimited. Superman event. No. Yeah, Superman Adventures, I think. And a mix of Michael Rosenbaum's version in Smallville. That's what I got. I wasn't surprised when he said, "I'm calling Bellevue." This is the only thing. You're either going to get one of the Creature Commandos, which I still want to see them in live action, but I kind of figured they wasn't going to do that, or Lex Luthor, because they were just talking about this sets up. People had to see Superman before they kind of understood, the reference in this episode. So I kind of figured this was going to happen. So yes. And Hulk grew up on Small, but if you notice his dialect, the way that he talks, the more not as excited demeanor. Now he's basically humbled, but he sounds like the version in the animated series. That's what I got from that. I'm trying not to get in trouble, but
yeah, the Justice Gang and Superman determining international politics. Meanwhile, I'm here in Belle Reve listening to a bear-sized man with dragon skin.
And I'm going to stop it, but if you listen to the way that he delivers this line, but it reminds you of Hulk and the animated version. Just listen.
But fucking a glowing twink with cartoon eyes in a cell beside me every night.
You hear it? I don't know if you notice. I'm glad they took it away from the jail phone sound into his the deepness and stuff. Like, man, try to tell you, he sounds like a mix of those two. But all right, so we found out that he got 265 years. I'm surprised he didn't get the old axe. You know what I'm saying? The old penalty. But So of course, they negotiate a deal to get him out of Belle Reeves into another facility.
You won't be able to outmaneuver me in negotiations, General.
I don't even know if he can.
I love the way that he now is more like I kept saying. Remember, this is our first introduction to this world's Lex Luthor. Also, this world's version of Superman. I want them to grow with the series. You know what I mean? And again, we're getting the progression of where Lex will be in the future. This is just setting up that particular story, and I love this. I love this. So, they asked about, he wanted him to take down Peacemaker, and he was like, who gives a crap? You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Oh, do you see the grifters are not reacting? Have you noticed that the grifters haven't going? I've said this before and I say it again. They not gonna go hard on this show. This is literally perfect. This show is perfect to them. They're gonna say the writing is good, the acting is good. They're not gonna find any flaws. This is just the greatest thing since sliced bread. Watch, just watch. You see, they ain't really talked about this in any type of negative light whatsoever, even though there's clear signs of what grifters normally do not like. You don't see them talking crazy about it, do you? You said what's crazy is the 180 on his character. And Creature Commanders, I cheer for Ruck Flag. I know it's Rick Flag. Now I wish he died with his queen. Yeah, buddy. They really 180 Rick Flag in this. And I like it because it gives you because let's be honest. After seeing forgot his name, but after seeing him, Frank Grillo, become Crossbones in the MCU, did you really think he was going to be a good guy, the whole entire time? I'm just saying, I kind of love this. I kind of love this because he was a good guy in Superman. Now he's not. Makes me want to watch Superman. But he basically is negotiating the deal. If you come and help me, we'll get this back. This scene right here, this was class. I told you. Sorry, I turned it. This was class 1 acting on her part. She literally was saying, I really love you, but I'm scared to Chris without saying it. Now he's open, to the love, to expressing his love, because look how much he lost. This is the only thing literally he had holding on to. Not Vigilante, not Odabayu, not Economos, none of them. This is it for him to stay. And the tears in her eyes, all of that. This was good. They did do him dirty though. But this was so well done. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, have you ever met someone who is scared? You know what I mean? Scared of love. Scared of having their heart broken because they created their own monster in their head. So anybody that loves them or try to love them, you know what I'm saying? They push off. They run away, knowing that this person may be perfect for them. And and Chris was letting her know, I don't care how many flaws you have. I'm looking past your flaws. I'm looking past the things that you don't like about yourself. And I love you just for who you are, and nothing more, nothing less. Even though I killed your sneaky link, I'm still with you. I'm still here. And I want to love you. This was, what I'm saying? This was literally, okay. You know what makes people? I would say 60 truth in my years of experience as a internet dating coach. Let me tell you this. She's toxic because she's afraid of love, because of loss. She's the polar opposite of Chris. He wants to love because of loss. So he's looking for someone to love. Someone loving her because of loss, you know what I'm saying, scares her to death. So she'd rather fight in flight than to submit herself to love. I mean, I don't think that's toxic. I think that's more of a character flaw within herself that she has to work past. You know, but Aisha, what's up? What's up? Good morning. This was an amazing scene because, like I said, if you ever been with somebody who doesn't think highly of themselves, but you really love them, and you're trying to show them, you're trying to tell them how much you love them, and they just don't get it because they're still stuck on all their imperfections. You know what I mean? They're stuck on their imperfections, and her imperfections is allowing her just to fight. She'd rather fight because it's the only way that she can feel, because she don't want to open up, because she feels like she's going to open up and she's going to feel vulnerable, and she doesn't want to feel like that girl, the girly girl, or anything like that, because she's afraid. That's it. She's just scared. And all of us have been scared. You know what I'm saying? All of us, have been so scared to give somebody their heart. We all have. Well, I mean, maybe not. Maybe you're too young, or maybe you found your person and you live in happily ever after. Which for that, I'll say, so what? No, I'm just playing. Congratulations. But yeah, this was an amazing scene. So like, you just gonna stay here or not? Basically, are you coming and going? It did what he sound like the other you. It was like, oh my God, she's nice. She's not you. And that probably kind of hurt her. That probably kind of hurt. Was like, you want to stay here in this place instead of leaving. This is a really good scene. Really good scene. So Rick Flag just announced that he's partnering up with Lex Luthor. These two idiots is having finding out that they're basically the same character, except one hates Peacemaker, and for obvious reasons, because he's a freaking Nazi. Can you even say that on YouTube? He's a white supremacist. I know you can say that, but his is his best friend. So that's the difference. That, or he thinks it's his best friend, but that's the difference. So Adebayo wanted them to just take a stroll down the park. Man, I'm not lying to you guys. I have been in a place, no joke, where when I was younger, I went to a neighborhood with a friend of mine, a lady that I met. She was mixed, but she lived in the middle of Kansas around a lot of white people. And I guess not too many black people come out there. Normally her family comes to visit, but I was walking through that neighborhood, and I'm not lying. This is exactly what I got. Some of the faces, I was like, this is the wrong place to end it, to have it come to an end. Let me go in this house. I'm never coming back outside. And I was over there for like a couple of days. I was there visiting for like a couple of days, a weekend. And I was like, nope, I'm going back. Now, Augie comes in. He knows Economo is hiding. But we're going to get to that scene in just a second. DeAndre Mosley, thank you so very much for the $5 super chat. Grifters ain't talking about the show because they ain't watching only comparing its viewership numbers with other shows like The Penguin with no context. That's exactly. But if they did watch it, this would be there. This is what they want right there. And thank you, my man Carol Black. Thank you for the birthday wishes. But yeah, they're not going to do that. Why would they have context when they could just spew their hatred? But you know what? I'm glad you spill it. You know what you spilled, because we out here gang banging, gang banging, gang banging. Thank you so very much, DeAndre, for the $5 super chat. So the other hardcore comes in, while we getting the Autobahn. They haven't came in yet. So Autobahn is walking through this neighborhood. Everybody's looking at her like you crazy. And it literally says one got out a black a black. One got out a black, and they literally start chasing her. They start honking the horn, all of that. You know what I mean? It was wild. And that, she was like, she was like, so hardcore in the scene before that was saying you went through this whole area, you didn't notice there was not one person of color in here at all. And it was like, and they're literally like, one got out, so are they locking up black people? And that's what the Sons of Liberty is doing. Like, they literally start chasing her. And it was like, this is your perfect world. I was like, oh, crap. And that's why this episode is called Ignorance is Chris. A play on ignorance is bliss. Literally, Earth X, this is where we at. This is crazy. This is literally crazy. But Augie stabs him in the hand. You know what I'm saying? And he started dumping a lot of exposition to Augie. But he stabbed him in the middle of his hand. He's not going to be able to use that hand. But yeah, the flag was, but it was more or less like the flag. It's just too many. There's nobody black. Yeah. Nobody Asian. Yeah. Nobody Middle Eastern. Yeah. No Mexicans. No. He said one got out of black. That's crazy. And thank you so very much, Aisha. Appreciate it. Thank you. This was good. But the setup, I kind of already seen it when she was like, let's take a stroll. She gonna take a stroll by herself. And she's over here hightailing it. And that's the end of the episode. And I'm not saying I'm glad that I missed episode 5, because anybody who's going to watch these back, yes, I did skip episode 5. I'm not going to go back and do a breakdown of that, but I'm not going to lie to you. I keep saying even though this was really, 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 really good, I'm mad that it was only 38 minutes. Yeah, I was scared for her, though. I was scared for her. Yeah, it's Chris didn't notice because he was too busy being a jackass. Excuse me. Trying to be in this perfect world. And the fact that this perfect world is literally the most racist place you could possibly be in the heart in America, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, that was the end of the episode. Like, I enjoyed this mug so much. I enjoyed this episode so much. It was awesome. There was a lot of good setup. We got our first cameo. There's supposed to be, what is 6, 7, 8? Is it 8 episodes or 9 episodes? I know Aisha knows. Hold on. Oh, 8 episodes. So yeah, we got 2 more episodes. We got episode 7 next week. We got episode 8. I want to know, what do you guys think is going to be the next cameo. I think it's going to be somebody in Creature Commando too. I just don't know. I just know that I just have a feeling it's going to be. It's either who I would want to see, not Dr. Foster. I want to see the bride, or either Frankenstein, and I think they might not do Frankenstein's monster in live action because not live action right now. You ought to say I think they'll wait for that, but yeah. Yeah, Marlon Martin, Chris' family trauma blinded him to he wanted love so bad he wasn't even paying attention to his surroundings. But I don't think it's going to be G.I. Robot because unless they know that he's in an alternate dimension. But if it is G.I. Robot, I'm all for it. So yeah, falls in line with James Gunn's Found Family theme. Yes, absolutely. Let me see. Iggy, Hunter Iggy, what's up? What is your thoughts? What is your thoughts about people complaining about Peacemaker season 2 being about racism? Wasn't that episode in the Arrowverse when they did the same thing? Wasn't it the same? It's about racism, but people got to stop that. We literally dealing with that in America. We're literally dealing with that right now. Let's keep it a buck. We dealing with that stuff right now. Whether you believe in, certain people's commentary or whatever, or you might not think it is, some other people might think, but if the root of all your conversation had to do with how bad black people are, it sounds racist. Just being honest. So we cannot ignore stuff like that. You got to talk about it. You have to talk about it. If people are saying, oh man, all you think about is race, well, kindly remind them that this country was built upon racism and race. It was built on racism. It was built on race. It was built on capitalism, all of that stuff. So when people bring it up, the boys been talking about it, since season 1. But you got to. But it's in the comics. So that's the other part. It's in the comics. Earth X is a comic storyline. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to tell them. Y'all want comic accuracy until comic accuracy hits you, smacks you right in the flipping face. Dang. Emails. So yeah, I think we'll see a character we haven't been introduced to yet. Only reason why I said I wanted to be one of the creature commandos is because I want to see what one of them will look like in live action. Will they give me that? Probably not. They're not going to give me that at all. But I would love it. I would love it if they did. But as one of the grifters, I like to point out that the crime raised by 50% when Bio was walking down the street. She's 1% of the population making 50% of the crime. Facts. Oh, snap. Oh. That is funny. But yeah, it's just a mere fact that said one got out. That's wild to me. That is wild to me. Let me see. All right, Professor Film. All right, can I take a commercial break? I want to kick it with you guys, for another 20 minutes and just talk. It's my birthday. I can do what I want to. So I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, but I'll be right back with more, of course, of the Dre Max Show.
We'll be
right back.
It's just mama's raisin butter biscuits. That's all it is.
I'm my mama biscuits.
Whoop-de-doo.
Take a love to a biscuit, man.
Whoop-de-doo.
Okay, so what happened is one time Randy Beeman went on a trip with his dad, and they picked up a lady who wanted to ride home, and this was in Kansas. And she sat in the back seat, and when they got where she wanted to go, they turned around and she was gone. And Randy Beeman's dad talked to the man who lived there and told him what the lady looked like. And the man said, "Oh, that's my wife, but she died 4 years ago." Spooky, huh? Okay, bye.
Whoop-de-doo.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Whoop-de-doo.
Good idea. Visiting the circus. Bad idea. Having the circus visit you.
We now return to the Transformers.
All right. I'm probably gonna sneak in one more commercial before I leave because I know y'all like those biscuit commercials. He said maybe that's why. I wish it was long. Season 1, the episodes were longer, and I really like that. And I think that's just a formula for HBO Max that they just excel at. But maybe, but it's not like these guys are like, Robert Downey Jr. A-list money, but Alan Tudyk, coming as Dr. Phosphorus or something like that. You never know. But there's somebody else in Bell. If you notice, I think there's another cameo that's in Bell Reeves right now. So, I don't know, but yeah, I wouldn't mind to see Overman in this universe. They're going to shut that. They're going to blow that universe door to pieces so you never can be able to go back in there again. The former media, thank you. Now, it's my party. I stream if I want to. That's funny. Yes, make sure to get the likes up. People get the likes up. CK Smith, thank you so very much for the $2.99 super chat. Thank you for the birthday shout out, man. Let me hook you up because I know you like the Buddy Yo Biscuit.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
Again, CK Smith, thank you so very much. We need the bride. Yes, we need the bride. I was more so talking about the VFX they need to use. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got you. I'm good. Duh. I'm thinking about human characters. Yeah, you're right. You are because if they do the bride is tall as hell. You know what I'm saying? The actress that plays the bride, it's not nowhere close. You know what I'm saying? So they got to get Angel Reese or whatever. You know what I mean? I would like to see G.I. Robot though. Oh my God, if he had to go in there to get the people out of there, that would have been awesome. He would have had a field day there. Good idea having your birthday. A bad idea, your birthday coming to visit you. That is funny. So America was built by thieves, slaves, and opportunists. Did I say that right? Okay. It's a G.I. Robot just makes sense for Peacemaker. That would be awesome. She was tall in real life. She was in Game of Thrones, but she ain't Angel Reese. You know what I mean? So is it GAI? But yeah, I would love to see basically what they do inside of this universe. Nor will we know now that This is Earth X. People out here tripping, chasing black folks, trying to lock them up. Sounds very familiar to real life to me, you know. But it's funny though. People don't want to talk about racism. I always got to talk about black people and crime. You know what I'm saying? Let me shut up. Anyway, never talk about nobody else in crime, but the show got to talk about black people in crime. But yeah, the cameo I would like to see, I'm not gonna lie, is Overman. I would love to see that in this universe. I think because they did it with Supergirl, in the Arrowverse. If David Corenswet shows up as both Overman in one universe and then Superman in another, that'd be dope. Yeah. But now he a giant mecha sent him the mecha suit. Yeah, I would love to see that though. Just being real with you, I would love to see that. But I'm kind of like again, I'm kind of curious on how they're going to for one, next week they escape out of here. How do they escape? Is it going to be a longer episode? All of that. So I just want to see what they're going to do. I really do. I want to see what they're going to do. But I don't think that, you know what? Only reason why I don't think they're going to do Core Sweat in this Earth X universe, because they just introduced him as Superman. And if you're trying to follow all of it, you don't want to be like, oh, why is he a Nazi in here? And, you know, even though that's part of the story, you know, so. Oh, yeah, Tyler in the Supergirl. Yeah, that's right. So I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting though. You know what I'm saying? It'll be very interesting to see what, you know, they do with this. I think Judo Master is stuck too. He said maybe Jitsu Green gets stuck and Tick has to go and save him. Some Creature Commandos episode 8. It could be. It could be, but how they going to get to the dimensional rift, all of that. There's so much that's on there that you know, that's on there. And Aisha, thank you so very much for the $20 super chat for my birthday. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Gets Rick. Boy, that autocorrect boy is a mofo, ain't it? But they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that at all. I will be shocked. I'm talking about mouth on the floor. You know what I'm saying? If they did that, I doubt it. I completely doubt it. You know what? I didn't even do for the super chats for the whatchamacallit, for the cash apps. I didn't do nothing. Let me hook you up.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
Thank you so very much, Aisha. And I missed the other one. Miss Sanders or Janaba Sanders. I probably said that wrong. Let me hook you up because I literally forgot to do this. I got to go back to this one. Thank you for your super chat. Oh, McAfee. Oh, McAfee face ass mofo. Let me see. I will make sure to get some Starbucks myself. Thank you. So I would like to see Lobo pull up. That would be dope, but Lobo is not going to be a Belle Reeves. Lobo's not going to be. I think they're going to wait to introduce Lobo in which he has a great relationship with James Gunn, but I think they're going to wait for the woman of tomorrow or the Supergirl movie. So Overman versus G.I. Robot would be really cool. That would be dope. That would be really dope. But will they do it? Ask yourself, will they do it? I don't think so. This is my favorite. My coworker's newborn. Oh my Lord. But wavy things. Wavy, wavy, wavy. Not only are you gonna get beat up by Miss Roberta, but she most definitely gonna tell Jesus what you said. Because he's on the main line. He's gonna tell you what you want. I'm trying to tell you. You doing anything fun for your birthday, Dre? You know what I'm doing for fun? Work. That's what I'm doing. Work. You know why? And I told this story earlier. Is because I went and told one of my coworkers, oh, my birthday's coming up Friday, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to take it off or whatever, or if I just want to wait till Saturday. Then we found out that we were actually working a mandatory Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I had to go do something. And I turned around, dude put himself on the schedule so I couldn't get off. So he didn't have to work on Saturday. Then they end up canceling our Saturday. So yeah. Trust me, I got some days. I'll be good. Hold on, y'all. John the Baptist, thank you for the birthday party. Happy birthday party. Yeah, I got, man, I'm talking about came under me. You know what I'm saying? With the Hadouken. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hadouken. It was messed up. Wavy Things, thank you so very much for the $5 super chat. Happy birthday once again, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to turn up for your birthday. Turn up for me. So I'm going to be turning up at that job. Turn up on time, too. It was funny. I can't tell y'all that. I was about to say something. I can't tell y'all that because that can literally get me in trouble. So I'm going to shut up. But you know what? I won't stop. It can't stop.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
You wanna be my enemy.
Thank you. Hey, Tina, hey, thank you so very much. We're talking about you earlier. And Stephen A. Butter Biscuit, the Butter Biscuit King, the Biscuit Man himself, talking about sending troops to Chicago. Man, get up out of here. Send troops to Utah. How about that? You said, I bet you say, I'll party anywhere. But if I tell somebody there's a party in my pants, they might get offended or something. I don't know. I'm not on Twitter, but I heard AZ from Hills versus Babyface, aka Humpty Dumpty, is trying to spin a gender swap narrative about the female detective with cyborg parts. Is the cyborg for the justice? No, she's not. She's literally in the comics, and she takes over Argus in the comics. He's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the Birdman. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. He makes another video where I could all laugh at that idiot for being an idiot. You know, did you see the Wolverine trailer? Absolutely. And when I tell you that it reminds me of X-Men Origins Wolverine video game, but with, you know, the Insomniac team behind them. Oh my God, that's the launch day. Launch day, I'm playing I beat the only games that I play is the games I'm super duper interested in. So I beat the last all three Spider-Man games because those games are awesome. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Anyway, but I'm just saying what I'm looking for. The Insomniac games are awesome. So the mechanics, I know it's gonna be top notch. I know it's gonna be top. And Wolverine ain't 8 foot tall up here. He ain't 6'2". I love you, Jackman, but they need to make him just, you know, get a guy who's about 5'7" to play Wolverine. It'll work. Trust me, and have everybody else taller than him. It will work. That game trailer, man, it looks dope. I can't wait. Nice fake Kendrick Lamar song. What Kendrick song? I'm confused. Hey, no, you worked your double, Cena. I got you. You know, you can always come back. You know what I'm saying? You had Omega Red in this too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Drake thoughts on the K rumor, not giving anything away, just your thoughts. First of all, ain't nobody told me nothing. When I tell you nobody has told me nothing, nobody. Like I told you, I'm not lying. If I knew something and I could tell y'all, I would share it. But I don't know nothing. I just don't. You understand? Now, of course, would I like it? Absolutely. I want him to get his job back. I want him to have some redemption, all of that. But quite honestly, I mean, I haven't heard anything. Nobody said nothing to me. So, you know, even if Jonathan did get his job back, he ain't telling me. Trust me, he ain't telling me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he probably wouldn't want me to slip anything. So, yeah. That's all I'm saying. What I would like it? Absolutely. But Willie, no. He ain't telling me. He wouldn't tell me that until he won't tell me. You know. You can speculate. You can look at Megan's face, and I seen some of Chillmonger's video. You know, you can, but he ain't told me nothing. So that's all I can tell you, because I don't know. But yeah, Stephen A. Smith was tripping. He wanted to be in politics so bad, you know. But yeah, it looks fire. It looks fire. Mystique, Omega Red in it so far. I guarantee you, Sabretooth is going to be in that game. You got to, because you know, every year on Logan's birthday, he comes to kill him. So if that'll be a plot in the story, I'll be all over that. But that one looks fire. He said, I just stopped using Twitch because I don't know how to use Twitch. I'm going to be honest with you. I just stream and I have no idea how to operate Twitch or to edit Twitch, or I don't know. You said, hey, if it's true, I wouldn't be surprised. I missed what Marvel did. Yes, I want to be surprised. Nobody has came out and said anything, but yeah. I'd rather see him go to DC Studio. Me too. I think he would be better suited for what James Gunn is doing in there, especially with the acting and writing. I think that's right up his alley. You got to stream it on Twitch. I've got to learn like how to be able to. Now I can stream it on here. The thing is, is that I do have a second camera now. I'm thinking about getting one more camera. You know what I mean? To set up 2 different cameras. So when I stream on here, I can use my secondary camera that's on here to be able to stream, but I gain another. It's a lot that I got to get. So, jeez. Let me see. Let me see where I missed that. Again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think if it was, I want to be surprised, but I don't think he would want to mess up his shot with Marvel, and then I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna wait for the Hollywood trades to say something before I listen to scoopers in rumor, unless I got the official scoop myself. But if I'm sworn to secrecy, I ain't gonna know ish. Trust me. Who could be cast? Well, since it's a video game, you can cast anybody. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be in video game form. So is it the Lord don't like ugly and Stephen A is ugly on the inside? All about business. What's up? I'm still in the first hour of the stream because I was late, but I'm ready for the review. Hey, go and check it out, big dog. Go and check it out. It's about 30-45 minutes into the stream. He could be the Black Green Lantern. They already have that. Aaron Pierre is black, y'all. You got Black Mama, Black Daddy, Blackity Black too. You know what I'm saying? Blackity Black. So he just came out, like I have. Oh God, this is gonna sound so bad when I say this. I have 3 children that are light, and three children that are brown skin or close to my complexion, and they all got black mamas. That's all I'm gonna say. They got black mamas. So that's just something. And Eric Pierre, you ought to say, and got a black woman. He got fine black woman by his side. Ooh, fine, all over him. Lord, you hear my humble cry. Lord, please give me. You see what others have gotten, Lord, and I need that too. And what does that mean? I see what you have done for others, and I need that too. Not with the big ears, but yeah. I mean, his parents are black, very, very black. So now I got 16 kids, real talk. Oh my God. He said he got recessive genes for the ancestors. My mom is light too. So she's like a light brown skinned woman. Very beautiful. You know what I mean? So man, y'all are freaking amazing, man. She just sent me a cash app for $40, man. Thank you so very much, my man. Man, what can I give you right quick that's going to be sufficient enough for I mean I know what you want. Body roll. Super chat, body roll. Thank you, She, for the $40 cash app, man. Thank you. I don't even ask. This is the first time I put my cash up on here in a long time because I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel weird asking people like if you want to donate, but so I just appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. You said my sister is light. My sister is light, like our maternal grandmother and maternal grandfather. That's, like I don't know. Like my oldest, if y'all follow me on Instagram, my oldest son just had his birthday. And he was, he looks like a big light-skinned version of me. So, with his mom's overbite when he laughs because it's funny. when he laughs, he has his mother's overbite. There's like a slight overbite, and they look just alike when they laugh. It's funny. You know what I mean? So my daughter's mom, who was in the chat earlier, our daughter is very light, and very much has my forehead, very much has my nose and my eyes, and my eyebrows. She just doesn't have my beard. And she used to say, "Dad, cut your beard. You look like Santa Claus." I tell her, "Once you grow one." It said body roll. That's why I did it. I knew what you wanted. But I know all of you guys want a really, really big biscuit. I know you do. Again, with the honey sauce. So can I take my last commercial break? I'm going to be right back with more of the Dre Max Show.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Now you can own one of the greatest gospel albums ever on the road, with only giant hits and legendary stars.
Biscuit. I know the truth about it. I love. Oh, how I love this biscuit. Oh, how I love this biscuit. It is the best biscuit. I know.
This treasury is not sold in stores, and when you call the toll-free number now, you also get another entire album of all-time gospel favorites. We now return to the Transformers.
All right. It was so I listened. I'm gonna just say this, and I'll wrap it up here. Here soon. About 50. I'm gonna be on here for about 10 more minutes, and then I'll wrap it up because I gotta call. I gotta call my insurance company and reply to all of my messages, telling me happy birthday. That made my Friday. So I listened to Abba and Preach reacting to Abba and Stevie Knight's debate. Stevie Knight is in the sunken place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that dude is in the sunken place for real. Thank you, Sheeb, man. I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it. But Stevie Knight is in the sunken place. Like, complete sunken place. So because I couldn't take it anymore, that's why I cut it 15 minutes. It was still 45 minutes to go, and I couldn't get past 15 minutes because it was that ridiculous. There was a lot of butter biscuit a lot of ridiculousness in there. Don't want facts, calling stuff cap, but you don't want to look stuff up. So he tried to say there were women were having more abortions than there were starving children. And they literally pulled up a statistic that said there's like 13 to 14 children that literally benefit from, free lunch program and all of that because they're not getting the proper nutrition at home than it is, compared to, when they brought up, the abortion statistic. It's just wow how far, like, when I start, it's almost in the same realm as Tyrone Magnus. Like, I'll watch it for his rap reviews and stuff like that. And I'll listen to certain things. I'm like, bro, you don't know what that means. He just, you know what I mean? Like, he had the nerves to call people idiots and for debating Charlie Kirk. He's like, he's always, going to get some stupid mofo, saying, some idiot. Then I'm listening to you not want to pull up research, not do anything, tell everything is stupid, but don't know nothing. Just on there, just loud and wrong. It's sad. With your tiny cowboy hat on. That man had on the same cowboy hat that Kurt Angle had on in that whatchamacallit, in that angle with Steve Austin. Yeah, Okay. I'm gonna try to find. Yeah. I'm gonna just pause. Hold on. I gotta find it, but I gotta pause it because they're literally bad. You know about they literally, especially WWE, they're really bad about uh uh blocking your video because you use their content. Hold up. This is my man Stevie Knight's hat. Stevie Knight got on the Kurt Angle hat. You know what I'm saying? The Kurt Angle cowboy hat on. You know what I'm saying? Go talk about, his cap that there's no servitude. Your base. He's literally echoing everything. He's just repeating everything that Charlie Kirk was saying. Because Charlie Kirk said it, so it must be true. I don't have to look up no information. I don't have to have nothing. But I'm sitting here with my tiny cowboy hat on. Loud and freaking wrong. Just loud and wrong. Tina, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would, but I was sitting up here falling asleep on y'all on Kung Fu Cinema Saturdays. I was I was fighting it. It's not fair. I'd rather wear the Stevie Knight cowboy hat than to sit up here and fall asleep on y'all like that. You know what I mean? So, but I would like to do, but it's like we were doing the Zoom calls and we were watching the movies on Zoom. Whichever wouldn't it better doing it on Zoom than it was Twitch because we can watch wherever we want to on Zoom because it's just us. You know what I mean? So the only problem with Zoom on Mondays, most of us got to get up and go to work in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because we was doing with Mika G and all of that. So, yeah, I do want to rock that hat, though, man. I think I look dope. See, for me, as big as my forehead is, that cowboy hat right there, most definitely will look freaking amazing on me. That's because I'm sexy. I know I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. You know what I mean? So yeah. You know what I mean? But it'd be nice. But man, I just don't want I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been working a lot more. And like I said, when I'm trying to fight, when I'm fighting to get the gluten allergy out, when I'm fighting my allergies, it zaps a lot of my energy. That's what it does. So that's why I'm more sleepier and stuff like that. I'm tired. I can't sleep, sometimes at night and all of that. So it need to be. Oh, that's what you. Okay. I need to go up to I need to go up to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? That's a little quick 8-hour drive. That's a little quick 8-hour drive. So I haven't been to Chicago in a long time. So I need to make a trip to Chicago. I could drive to Chicago. That ain't nothing. Go to St. Louis, hit the 55. You know what I'm saying? Be in Chicago in 4 more hours. You're allergic to pineapples? That's one of my favorite fruits. I love fruits and vegetables, though. I love fruit. Fruits and vegetables are my favorite. I'm like a little kid when it comes to fruit and vegetables. I love them. But yeah, what is this? I'm about to say y'all gonna I don't want none of that. But yeah, so Yeah, I already know. I already know. All right, if you want to know who my Mount Rushmore of wrestlers are, who I consider like my favorite wrestlers, like when they used to hit the screen, when they hit the screen, you know what I'm saying? I would lose my everlasting mind. Y'all ready? I want y'all to get ready for this. You know what I mean? My number 4 favorite wrestler was Dylon. And then my number 3 wrestler was Dylon. Number 2 wrestler was Dylon. And number 1 wrestler was Dylon because he spits hot fire. No. Okay. For real, for real, for real. My favorite wrestlers. My 4 top favorite wrestlers of all time. Sting, The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite wrestler. My favorite wrestler of all time. He is my favorite. Right, and that goes all the way back to him and Brian Pillman with the Hollywood Blondes. That's how far I go back with Steve Austin when he was stunning Steve Austin. You know what I mean? And Ric Flair. There's only one person on the planet that could cut a promo as good as Ric Flair. You know what I'm saying? And really, that's Dusty Rhodes. You know what I mean? Because Dusty could but Sting, one of my favorite wrestlers. Now, if I was just going on just wrestling talent, honorable mentions is most definitely RIP Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Guerrero, that I just popped for. Eddie Guerrero, Batista, even when he was Leviathan and OVW, I go there. You know what I'm saying? Brock Lesnar, I got to see Brock Lesnar live, and oh, goodness. Razor Ramon, Scott, aka Scott Hall. You know what I'm saying? The Rock. But I would pick Stone Cold over Rock any day of the week. It's just Stone Cold is my dude. You know what I'm saying? That is my dude, man. Stone Cold's my favorite. I literally just watched a A&E biography of him last week. That is my guy, man. There's some people I never got to see wrestle in real life. Undertaker's one. I never got to see the people that I just mentioned. I went to WWE events, never got to see, or I went to AEW, didn't get to see Sting, didn't get to see Undertaker, never got to see Taker. Taker is one of my favorite characters of all time. I got to meet. I didn't get to meet him, but he was right there at an event a couple years ago. For the it was a sit down with Undertaker or whatever. Yeah. Who else did I say? Ric Flair, never got to see Ric Flair. But yes, HBK. I think HBK is one of the greatest talents that ever come out of wrestling, period. This is one of the greatest talents like ever. He had the total package, like literally. My man Bret Hart, one of the coldest grapplers. Dean Malenko. I could go down a rabbit hole. Don't get me started. But my number one guy, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Every time I made my character, I would make them come out like Stone Cold Steve Austin, on my created characters. Or like D'Lo Brown, because he was just, you know what I'm saying? My head too big to be doing all of this. As a matter of fact, I'm getting dizzy. But man, I really appreciate kicking with you guys on my birthday. I really do, man. You guys are freaking amazing. But you already know what time it is.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
Rock when he came back after doing Scorpion King. That was my favorite Rock. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot the name of that other movie. Walking Tall and all of that. When he came back, he was this is before he became before he became Hollywood Rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. When he came out, what you smell? Do. What the Rock do is cooking. Bang, dum, 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 dum. See, if my brother was in the chat, this is how me and my brother are the same, but we're different. My brother's favorite wrestler, The Rock. Mine, Stone Cold. His favorite comic book character, Spider-Man. Mine, Deadpool. You starting to see a theme here. His favorite football team, the Raiders. Mine, the Chiefs. But, we can thank our grandma for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's just how we are. The final boss was wild. I kind of didn't like the final boss, though. I didn't like it. It was a little too over the top for me. You know what I'm saying? It was just a little too over the top. But, yeah. But, no, what did you guys – I just spent time with you guys to know some of the people who's coming in. It's came here for the review. They got a whole lot more of that because it's Dre Day. And everybody celebrates. But what did you guys think about he said Ric Flair's strike? Man, I couldn't stand Jeff Jarrett. I couldn't stand Jeff Jarrett. But Ric Flair was the coolest dude in wrestling, period. He was literally the coolest dude in wrestling, period. Everything he did, one of my favorite clips of Ric Flair of all time is him and Jay Lethal. Classic. But any one of his stuff, anything he's done, man, Ric Flair is a man. And he has the perfect mantra. To be the man, you have to beat the man. And I am that man. Woo! It's my guy. I forgot what was that, WrestleMania, or did he do that on Raw one time? Yeah, that was dope. But yeah, him, Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson, Tully Blanchard, the Four Horsemen. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on. Hey, you notice one person I didn't say in who I like as wrestlers. The Hart Foundation, boy, that was my dudes too. The Hart Foundation be wrestling Demolition, and then when Legion of Doom came in there, you know what I'm saying? Power and Glory. Come on, man, stop playing with me. In my heart of hearts, I'm a wrestling fan. Shout out to my cousin Manute. You know what I'm saying, for making me for introducing me to wrestling. Yeah, that was WrestleMania 20. That was. Well, yeah. Shout out to my cousin Manu making me a wrestling fan, because, hey, I don't watch it as often as I used to. I try to catch some of the, the clips and the playbacks and all that. Yeah, the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian. You know what I'm saying? The Hardy Boys. Their triple threat match, the TLC match is legendary. Legendary. I'm gonna be honest with you. Chris Benoit is a talent, one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever seen. As a human being, he's a piece of trash. This is a human being because of what he did to his family. But as far as if I'm just going off of his wrestling, just his character or wrestling ability, he was dope. It was dope. The Brood, just for the DDTs. I like the Attitude Era, but I think Ruthless Aggression was better. All right, I see what I'm saying. Lita was dope. I used to like Sonny. It was a couple of them. John the Baptist, thank you so very much for that $10 super sticker, man. I really appreciate it. Kurt Angle, most definitely. I know he went through a lot of personal stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But to hear his story and how he overcame it, man, it's awesome. You know, I didn't play. This is just for you, John the Baptist. Thank you so very much for that. Let's taste these biscuits.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
Thank you, John the Baptist, so much for that $10 super chat, man. You guys are freaking amazing. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Yeah, gave birth to a hand. It was wild. It was wild stuff in the attitude. It's not everything in the attitude era to me wasn't great. Just be honest. And just like everything in WCW with the NWO going too long, was not great. But I honorable mention Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. See the Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah. I'm not going to have a voice. I'm not going to do that. Let me get up out of here, man. What did you guys think about? Because I'm going to be talking about wrestling. What did you guys think about this episode of Peacemaker? I love this episode, and I think it's going to get better. I don't think it's better than this episode of Knight Rider right over there, because that's Night of the Phoenix. That's the original episode. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's just clips. But yes. But what did you guys think about this episode of Knight Rider? I mean, Knight Rider. This episode of Peacemaker, I absolutely loved it. I can't wait for episode 4. I mean, it's time for me to go to bed. I got to call the insurance company. I can't wait for episode 7. I can't wait for episode 7. So, what did you guys think? Put it in the chat below. And you said Rock was my favorite folk trash him, but I won't. He's done a lot of good things for kids since the 90s. He got oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. But again, what did you guys think? Make sure that you put it in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think. But again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never, ever miss one of my videos. I'll get it to next time. I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, man. Hey, you might see me on here. You might see me on here tomorrow. I don't know. I might do something early in the morning. But where's my, oh yeah, RKO, Randy Orton. Most definitely get some love. But I gotta go. Where's my outro at? Because look, we gonna be sitting up here talking about wrestlers, but you already know, man, I gotta go. Happy birthday to me though. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.